Have you ever been on a team that you know has incredible potential, but it just feels stuck in a loop of chaos and frustration? Well, today, we're going to unpack a really powerful, step-by-step roadmap that's designed to take all of that friction and turn it into focused, creative excellence.
Okay, so let's really dive into this roadmap. As you can see, it's laid out in 4 clear stages. The whole idea is to guide a team on a journey, starting from that initial friction, that chaos, and moving them all the way up to a state of excellence and creation. It's basically the visual guide for going from potential to peak performance.
Sound familiar? That feeling of disorganized energy, of knowing you could be doing more but not knowing how? Yeah, if that resonates with you, then you're definitely in the right place. This framework is the solution, giving you the structure you need to build something truly great.
So here's the game plan. We're going to start by figuring out the path out of that chaos. Then we'll walk through the 4 key stages, laying the foundation, building the framework and culture, hitting that growth and innovation spurt, and finally, reaching excellence and creation. And it all leads to something they call the achievable mission. Let's get into it.
You know, every great building, every world-changing idea, it all has to start with a rock-solid foundation, right? Well, this first stage is all about that. It's about setting up the core mindset you need to get past those early hurdles and build something that's actually going to last.
The very first step is a fundamental shift in how you think. Instead of just getting bogged down by the problem, the chaos, the challenges, the frustration, this roadmap forces you to immediately pivot to the solution. And that solution is a really powerful approach called design thinking.
So, what in the world is design thinking? Well, at its core, it's actually pretty simple. It's about putting people first. Before you even start thinking about profits or tech, you focus on what the user, the human being at the other end, actually needs. That simple shift gives you an instant sense of purpose and turns all that chaotic energy into a focused mission to solve real problems.
All right, so once you've poured that design thinking foundation, it's time to actually build the structure on top of it. Stage 2 is all about creating the framework and the culture that's going to support your team for the long haul. And at the very heart of this stage is something called the 3P culture. It's built on 3 essential pillars. First, you've got purpose. That's the why behind everything you do. Then comes process, the how you get stuff done efficiently. And finally, and most importantly, it's your people, the who that makes it all happen. Okay, but having a great 3P culture is one thing. How do you actually put it into practice every single day? Well, that's where the 3C framework comes in. Think of it as your operational toolkit. It combines the right attitude, clear logic, and effective technique to make sure your team doesn't just feel good, but can actually execute with precision, day in and day out.
And this culture, it goes way beyond just the 9 to 5. It's actively supported by 2 really amazing programs. You've got the 5 pillars for professional growth, learning, upskilling, all that good stuff. And then there's Spine, which is all about personal well-being, with, get this, 18 different clubs for health, hobbies, and sports. It's about building people up, not just a company.
All right, the structure's built, the culture is buzzing, now what? Now you hit the accelerator. This next stage is all about fueling the engine for some serious growth and innovation. This is where things really start to take off.
The main rocket fuel for this stage is GenAI enablement. And what's so important here is that AI isn't treated like some secret tool for a few tech gurus. No, the goal is to democratize it, to get AI skills into the hands of the entire team through teaching, real-world projects, and even fun stuff like hackathons.
And you can literally see this commitment to innovation in the numbers. Through a program they call Innovation 7+7, the organization has created a staggering 15 different industry clubs. I mean, think about that. It's not just about innovating internally, it's about building a whole ecosystem where ideas can collide and create something new.
And that brings us to the top of the mountain, the final stage, excellence and creation. This is the summit. It's where the foundation, the framework, and all that growth finally come together to achieve some truly mind-blowing goals and, well, build the future.
So, how do you make sure you stay at the top once you get there? Well, it's not left to chance. It's managed through a super rigorous system of smart OKR goals. This makes sure every single objective is clear, measurable, and has a deadline. They even use gamification to keep everyone motivated and dialed in.
This whole stage is really driven by a growth mindset. And this is where it all comes full circle. Remember that design thinking we talked about way back in stage 1? Well, now you take that and you supercharge it with all that AI power from the growth stage. That combination is what turns achievement into something that happens constantly, not just once in a while.
And this is what it's all building toward. The ultimate mission, the moonshot, is right here in this number. We're not just talking about building one successful company. The 10-year mission is to become an engine of creation, to launch 1,000. Yes, 1,000 new AI startups.
I mean, this final quote just nails it, doesn't it? When you have the human-centered logic of design thinking showing you the way, and the raw power of AI giving you the scale, a massive mission like that, it stops being just a dream and starts becoming something you can actually achieve.
So there you have it, a clear, proven path from total chaos to incredible creation. The principles, the frameworks, the mindset, it's all laid out for you. The only question left is, now that you have the roadmap, what will you create?